It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Let's go get it.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
This is complete to Schultz. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. He gets him 9 on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Everly's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Fakes the handoff, now Love. Gets this one to Watson. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Texans football. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. No one around. He's got space. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Finds him over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Houston touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans go up 10-zip here in the first. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Dobbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Play fake, it's Love. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season and the numbers show just that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Slot man in motion left. 1st down, Stroud. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
1st down, ball at the 36. This is Jacobs running left. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Love out of the shotgun. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. First and 10 now from the 30. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. Cut by Diggs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They motion Dell over left. They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Connection made to Dell. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jair Alexander with the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
2nd and 6 now. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st down throw, here's Love. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Love to throw again. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Folk is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They stick with Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Thrown on 1st down, Love. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He's on the move. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They're going play action. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They send the tight end in motion. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Stroud from the pistol. He's got him. That's Mixon. This is ahead for about 5. Jair Alexander with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's going to keep it this time. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Stroud. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Couldn't connect to a tank down. And 4th and 4 coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Complete beyond the marker. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It'll be a gain of 5, and they've got 2nd and goal now from the 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Again, the give to Mixon. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Love. This finds Dobbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Love out of the shotgun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this one doesn't go far. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers going for the win here. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Setting up to pass. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. To throw. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. Houston calls it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now. Into traffic, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Schultz. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. This is Mixon. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. The Packers take their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So this is a Packers win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.